probably just get wrecked later, buy rounds. It goes 3 rounds to their opponents. Ascent, woo! 100%, baby. Let's keep it going.
For one day.
For one series. that's a first, but I mean, the problem was in the early stages of this tournament, it's hard to get a read on what map they're picking because you're like, well, they've played one game before, James, so I don't know. Let's roll a dice.
We can only look at it so much, right? Like even as we saw yesterday, both teams were picking split, and one team was picking split, and neither team had played split at the moment.
Yeah.
They're picking into things what they feel maybe better on the day, or maybe they've tried something different on. Like we saw with Nip, but they're even experimenting with agents at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
ENA tournament.
If you look back to, like, again, the sample size is there, so we'll always go to it, Counter-Strike, where we're from.
Yep.
And you look at some of the teams, if they've played, like, 10 maps in the last 3 months, no one's going to bother predicting what map they're going to play, because you're like, I don't know. Like, so much has changed between those official games. They might have went, okay, let's practice new, let's do it. Then they come to playing it, and they get trashed on it, and that's it. They're never picking it again. So you just don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's much harder here because we have many less games going on. Some of these guys in other games are playing like 3 best-of-3s a day.
Yeah.
And here, for example, it's 1 best-of-2 per day. So it's much more relaxed. And that is honestly necessary.
I really like that schedule, though, for these guys, right? Because
For
just
any
playing 1 best-of-2 a day, even 1 best-of-3 a day is fine. But, I mean, just having that limited amount of games to play means they can fully focus and prepare in the way they want to. They've got the rest of the day to do it all.
You need to theory craft as well. It's not like you're just preparing your strategies. You have to come up with strategies and then adapt to them.
The B hit's going to come in from Giants, though. Can they continue to find success here against FPX? Patino starts off strong. This is exactly what they want to see. And they've completely blocked out the vision for Funpluck's Phoenix to push in. But John, but where are you going, my friend? You're just giving them opportunities to get kills. Focus on defending that site. The spike's gone down. Giants are going to find themselves in a good spot either way here, but... Ooh, wow, Xers! Angel didn't even get time to react. He just hit the floor.
No more charges left.
Let the Angels hit the floor. That's what they say. Xers tucked in the corner. Xiao's already got a 3K under his belt. This has to be huge from the players remaining on the side. Vodafone Giants falling apart at the seams as it's all left down to Fatino. He was huge in the previous map, and he gets himself a triple. 1 more left, but he can't get it done as Xiao comes in for the defuse. I believe he's got enough time as well.
Yeah.
Just about. And it will be 1-0 for FPX.
I wonder, though, right? Ooh, go. I love it. Okay, I see it. I see it, Shell. I'm a bit concerned, though, right? Because, okay, FPX, yes, you got that round, fair play, all that good stuff. If Jomba didn't push in randomly there against him and get killed by Xiao, Xiao probably would have had 3 kills, maybe 2, give him something like that, and they would have still won the round. That shouldn't have been in that situation to start off with there. So, Jomba, just be cautious. I know you had a great game. You're definitely feeling it. You are a sick player, but... let's ensure we don't overextend too much.
Yeah, look, at the position that Vodafone Giants are currently in, it can make a big difference winning this game.
Yeah.
Like, that could be what...
anyone getting a 2-0 today is going to be loving life.
Absolutely, because everyone's just tied up. G2 are in the bottom half. You're in this wild position. And if they want to actually be walking out of here feeling like they are at least a little bit secure in making playoffs, they need to win this map. So it's not time to play loose and crazy, because we saw how that went up against Liquid. And if you weren't watching that, it was not very well.
Jomba needs to be cautious here. Try to maybe push forward. Angel right on the side. Straight away he's able to deliver a headshot. Angel, good stuff. He's found himself put on to 43 health, but he still wants to stick around. He wants to stay involved in this. Giants believe they can make this work with a push on to A, but Zipan's got other ideas. Great work from him. The slow's going to be put on the floor by Shadow. And the Cypher out in the open. He doesn't stand a chance. He knew he couldn't even move when it came to that. And that is a nice, cleaner round coming out from FPX. A clean round we haven't seen so far in the series overall, let's be honest.
Definitely something you want in the second round when you've got those ghosts in play typically, and weaker weapons like the Spectre. You'll probably only have 1 or 2 upgraded rifles. And realistically, that's when you need to walk away with all of your money pretty much. Even down to like using up utility, I'm not a massive fan of, but you kind of need to, because the reality of where we're at the moment, as I talked about before, because if you buy abilities on an eco, like, you might as well buy full abilities, because you keep them if you don't use them, and only use them if you end up in like a 5v3 and it's winnable.
Yes, you're saying like hold on to them and make them work from there.
Yeah,
I get it.
that's why I think it needs to be changed. So if you buy an ability and you die, you lose it in the next round. You have to reinvest. Because otherwise it's like, why would I ever full eco? Because I'm just going to buy the abilities in the next round. Might as well give myself the chance to have them now. And that can be a big change. You know, if you got classics alongside full flashes and stuns and stuff, all of a sudden things are spiraling. It's a very slow round from Vodafone Giants. They've taken control towards top mid, but again, that drone goes out on B. It spots they're not there. They've already got the rotates underway, and now they're running right on into these guns that are shredding them until Yuri at least manages one.
Yeah,
they can pick up the weapon too.
Oh, they got to go a bit further forward. Meadow's already on top of it. Straight away, he's in. No problem at all. No real pressure reply. Just one player dead and a spike put on the floor. So a good quick start here from FPX.
It most definitely is. The 3-0 is what you want. Now, though, especially with that spike plant, Vodafone Giants are going to be coming in, and they're going to be feeling it. I think they can get a pretty decent buyout in this one. I wonder if we're going to even see the operator. No. That we could have, but
I was interested because Fatino obviously changed up his agent. Does he still stick with the same gun choice? At least on this one, they might be going for a faster play right now. They just had that previous very slow round. They've seen both sites now and at least how they have an idea of what FPX and how they will hold it.
What's he doing here? So Fatino's towards the A side. This is obviously why he's not taking the operator, because he's playing by himself. I presume he's going to stun out. He's going to cause a little bit of havoc on A. Hope to bring the rotations through. No, he's not really done anything. He just stopped them from peeking it early, and now he's rotating. Because the fact that they have the tripwire there, evidently, like that just says he is going to rotate. He's not going to push A. He's not going to sit there for 50 seconds. It just watches his back, although he's very paranoid about it. He's going back and forth.
I'm not too sure.
What if they jump over it? Oh, that's a nice little cam.
Oh! Xiao just going to go and try and tag him through the wall. Why not?
That's got a tag. Oh, look, maybe a little bit too far forward. There we go. Oh, he spotted them all. The rotate should be underway. Flashes through. Xiao pushed off the angle. The paranoia, though, should keep them back at least for a second.
He's got to be oh so careful. He's lucky he managed to get away with that. The cage certainly saved him. Angel tries to push round, but he can't land the kill. Gets stuck on the stairs, and John Bear delivers the headshot even. Zipan gets one with the grenades going out. Xiao and Shadow trying to play off smart. Yuri can just be a nuisance, though, and back away from this for now. His heal's up in 20 seconds. He doesn't really have the time to work with it. 2 versus 1. Yuri may have met his match in this one. He's hoping they might try and push into him. Oh, now he's got the information of where they'll be sat. But it's easy for Zipan. He gets it done. 4-0 now. Giants on the receiving end of what they started on the first map. A few key mistakes coming out, though, from the Giants coming into Ascent. Maybe their pick. I'm pretty sure, right? Angel probably had a good talking with his boys after that first game, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'd imagine so, man. The reality is they were just being schooled. Like, they were showed up on an individual level. I like the fact that we're going for the same approach, again, from Vodafone Giants, with that early A presence. If they continuously do this, it means that whenever you see a stun or whatever, you're not like, oh, they're pushing.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe they're pushing? I don't know. And so getting any early information is very dangerous. That's why it's good they've got a Sova who can at least push down mid with the drone and spot out, okay, no one's here, so it's either A or B, but not a mid split. And then they've spotted another same recon dart going through for Xiao, slightly further back. That spots one player, and so they're going to start to get paranoid about this being a B hit. The heavy rotation coming through from the Omen, as they're going to get control back over with a 3-man B stack, at least with Angel being able to quickly rotate as he did previously through Market, although didn't find much success. And that's exactly what Vodafone Giants wanted. They wanted this rotate to come through towards B so that they can push into the A site with only 2 players here. The smoke perfectly blocks off both of these as well.
An easy push in so far. Little do they know there's 2 players on the other side. They may be trying to get into the site, but Xiao with his ult. This is looking good for him once again. I mean, he only actually managed to tag out one of them in the end, but getting that 1 kill, understanding where they are on the site. They can wait for the full team to be here now and do a 5v4 retake. They're going to lack information on exactly where players will sit, but they can desperately try to gather it in quick succession if possible. Well, this is really good from them. Angel's only just about to get one on the board. Meadows there as well. Oh no, Jonba all alone. He wasn't even able to get involved in these fights. Gets one, looking for more. They start to push round. He gets a second, but that's all he'll find as Meadow does grab it, but it was still a bit too close for comfort on it all. He may be on full health and shield. That could have quickly turned the wrong way, despite them having a 5v4 retake.
It could have. It's always scary when that sort of thing happens. You see a situation that should be relatively clean, and then the slip-ups come through.
Poor Yuri.
And he just couldn't escape. There's no way out. The doors are a really interesting concept. I like that they don't completely destroy your chances.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the doors.
Like you can break them relatively easily, but they at least give information. They slow you down. They cut off your own rotates.
Was he seen? Zipan, you got to be oh so careful. The ult's coming
They don't know he's here. They have no idea. He's able to easily just spray down two, looking for more. Oh, the nade. He ran out of... Oh, what? How has he got that kill? That's ridiculous. Taken out by a shock dart, but come on. He ran out of ammo. He took a nade out. He threw it, took the classic, and then killed him. That's embarrassing. Oh, please tell me we don't have a replay for Donk. I did say he was the lowest rated player in the tournament. And I don't mean to be mean, but that's why.
I'm just shocked that he literally just ran at him with a nade in his hand. So this is great anyway, right? We thought he might have been spotted. Clearly wasn't, just in the nick of time. If there was a second later, it would have been very different. He's spraying them all down. They actually continue to run through. Then they realise. And this, look.
Oh my God, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. That is genuinely the most embarrassing thing a professional player in this game has had to experience, was that moment right there. And then we got a replay of it. He's wishing this was just some online tournament where they didn't have replays. Just like, oh, okay, it's cool. But no, we've got it all here. we're going to show you to the world.
Oh, Donk, that's one of those ones you don't want to relive. Now, Donk's managed to sneak through. Shao well aware that this could be the case. Looks directly in, delivers the headshot. No problem at all for him. Ooh, very nicely done there. Yuri tries to use the wall to his advantage. But Shadow well aware that this could be the case. Now it's only Fatino left alive. He may have the spike, but a 1v4, it's just not going to be easy.
No, it shouldn't be happening for him today. He's got his full health at least. I suppose that's the upside. And picking up an ult orb. Oh, flank on the way. He's ready. He knows it's coming. But it's Xiao that he's up against. And come on, Xiao with a Vandal. That's what he does. First bullet headshot, and it's easy pickings.
FPX are coming back with full force on the defensive side here, just saying, okay, FPX, you got a map from us, fair enough. Oh, sorry, Giants, you got a map from us, fair enough. And now we're going to turn it up again. Now we're going to really come back into our senses.
This is more what I expected, James, I'll be honest.
We expected this in the first game.
Yeah, like Vodafone Giants on the attacking side have always had problems, or have had problems so far from what we've seen. On the previous map, they did manage to win it out on the attacking side, but that was after a massive start, and even still they allowed some space for their opponents to get back into it. It's a bit of an issue for them, realistically. If on the upside, the things that they need to fix, they know they need to fix from playing professional Counter-Strike before. I think if you give them time, I've no doubt that the remedy will be there. It's just a matter of waiting until that happens.
So we're looking at a tactical pause coming out from FPX. It's an interesting one. You're up 7-0, maybe just being cautious of what could come next. Maybe you're expecting the lighter buy to be in. Zipan's back to his old tricks again, though, having a good game. He's Donk really 0-7. Ooh. He should have had one kill, that's for sure.
Are we surprised? After what we saw.
You're being very harsh here, Mitch, because on the day one, Donk had some really solid moments. He impressed us,
clutches as well. Sick clutches versus NIP.
And okay, yesterday didn't have a great day. Today certainly not as well from what we just saw in that moment. But they still managed to get a win as a team against FPX in the opening game. You can't take that away from him.
Not at all. No, I'm just messing around. I'm just being that guy to Donk. He is a solid player from what we saw earlier.
Donk's going to find you and donk you on the head.
Yeah, but in fairness, we were complimenting him quite a bit when it came over towards the whole first day. He was a really impressive player. Since then, we haven't really seen the same Donk. Even on the previous map, he was trailing behind by quite a bit when it came to the halftime. And it finished that way. Well, he caught up, I suppose, with Xers, but really that was the Fitino show, John Yuri, and that's very much what we're seeing here again.
Very early shock darts there coming out from our Shao.
Healing.
It was going to be put down by Yuri. Just from the splash damage they took early on. They're slowing things right down for now, at least. More presence towards B, but they're looking to go and get some mid control. Zipan, patiently waiting, but he puts the boombot out, who currently won't discover anything. They'll just let it run on by. Oh, they're waiting for the Shadow Orb.
Right here.
Good timing, the way they find their opportunity to push in. But at the same time, Donk's gone down again. It's Angel that finds the kill. Shao's there as well, and this is just not looking pretty already. Giants, they are struggling to find any openings. Right on the corner, John's spot is known. He goes down from Angel. 8-0 and a very clean round once again. Not even real pressure applied. Giants kind of went one by one-ish. They thought they had a plan of where they wanted to go, but instead, it was FPX that dictated the pace of it all.
So looking back at some of the stats on this map, you're looking at the NIP game for Vodafone Giants that was 14-12 in their favor, a 13-8 loss to G2.
Yep.
And obviously the game, the only one on record is the FPX versus G2, where obviously the end of it was impacted by the situation. So realistically, on paper, I would imagine this to be a very close game because we've seen from Vodafone Giants they're capable, especially after that first map went their way. If anything, I would probably favor them coming into this map after that. And yet, they're just getting wrecked on the attacking side. Again, they're down to an eco, so this is 9-0 realistically, unless they can pull some Hail Mary play out of nowhere.
Well, they've tried to sneak in. They've got quite far, but Meadow, he wants to have a little poke. He wants to have a little peek. It's exactly what he does. Angel's going to find the next as well, and despite their best efforts, sneaking into the bomb site is not going to be possible. One by one, they're just being halted wherever they try to go, back towards the top of mid, but it's not really going to work too well with those pistols against the long-range rifles. And eventually, Shadow will finish off Donk, as I think he still struggled to get a kill on the board, so it might be 0-10 now? Or 0-9? Yep.
Yeah, there he is, 0-9. Be impressive if he was 0-10 in 9 rounds.
He could have been revived and then
yeah, actually, that's a very good point. He could have been.
I was just making numbers
You've got me there.
Yeah.
And talking about revive, actually, Vodafone Giants have got pretty much all their ultimates online at the moment. Although it's a similar boat for FPX. And those that they don't have, they're very close to getting. So this should be where we see a little bit of a change-up. Not necessarily in who's winning the round, but in how they play out. Because you've got much stronger abilities to use in this early stage. Again, Vodafone Giants are going to be looking towards the A site with a slow play. And they've left one player, the Sova, just outside of B. Now, the problem is he's up against the Sova as well on that site. And a drone goes through, which will just spot him out. And if it turns... see, the thing is it got around the corner, so it sees no one else in that alleyway. It knows there is literally one Sova. And with how they've been playing so far, that just says it's probably A. Because they've had one player lurking, and the rest of the team groups up elsewhere. Especially with the mid control that's currently in play for FPX. They're hearing the rotate. They know it's an A hit, and they're going to easily catch this, surely, on the rotation.
Well, the A hit starts to come in. Meadow unable to push in just yet. Donk's able to get himself to stop the door. Teleports over because he wants to avoid just being pre-fired as it starts to close. The Sage Wall's down as well, so yeah, okay, they've broken the door now, but look at the great use of abilities coming out here from Giants. They're ensuring this is going to be the longest attempt for a retake coming in, but it doesn't really matter how long the retake will take if Angel just does that. He finds himself the first two and he continues to barrel forward. He's got Zipan to back him up as well. Xers is trying his best effort to make this work. Yuri's there alongside him, but once and all, they start to fall. And finally, we get to see the opportunity that could have gone in Giants' favor just slip out of their hands as the final two players of Fun Plus Phoenix get the job done.
Yeah, Angel and Zipan were on an insane flank for
Yeah.
the majority of that round. They got the control down bottom mid. They waited. They let the clock run down. They heard the rotate coming through from the Sova, which is really... They started to move back up. They were going to go short, come through the door. And at that point, right, you get 4 players running through a choke point. That's a bad idea. So that alone should have prompted them to move back. Then they decided to go when they heard Sova rotating. Around here, Angel just shredded them on those 2 kills. And from that point, obviously, you can just trade back and forth and you're easily winning that round.
Angel on those pushes. Him entry fragging and pushing like that is just so scary to deal with. Vandal headshot after headshot.
You're one tapping you to death all day long.
Oh! Shao with the spam, the Odin, he gets 3! That's just unacceptable. 2 in the head as well. I'm surprised Jomba even risks going back there.
You don't run into that too
Oh,
often. You
man.
really don't. And when it happens to you, my God, go for it again, Shao.
Crushing.
He's almost there.
Absolutely crushing.
So they've spotted the spike. They know where it is. And Shadow's just finishing it with a 2. That's ridiculous, man. Like, you got your weapons out. You're like, okay, listen, we've got this. We're gonna go for a fast play. We're gonna catch them off guard. We've been playing too slow. We've had 1 lurk. We've slowly taken map control. We've burst out, and they've had rotates. Let's up the pace. Let's rush them. Let's get them. And you're sprayed. Triple sprayed by Odin through the wall. Now what?
Mitch, if Giants don't get this round, this will be the only half we've seen go 12-0.
Potentially the only 13-0. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. After the first map, considering their stats on this map, considering how well they played versus NIP, they didn't get stomped out by G2 either. It was 13-8. That's decent. For Vodafone Giants, this lineup in one of their first games, that's fantastic. And here we are.
And look how many ults are up for Fun Plus Phoenix. Only the Cypher doesn't have his. Saipan's going to start off, and it's no problem. He drops up. Is he going to get it? He wants to push out into it. They're just running away. They want nothing to do with him. They know how dangerous that raise can be. And luckily, they all back away, because that could have been easily 2 kills. They still got the Sova on Shao as well. Why not?
Man, this is...
Crazy?
It's
Ludicrous?
not going according to plan, Banks, is
No,
it? It really isn't.
Giants are like, yeah, we took him down. Like, let's go for our map pick. We got this. And they had that really like good attempt at the first pistol round, and when that got halted, everything else went silent.
Well, it was something I was saying on Haven.
This could be a start, though, right? For Tino.
Maybe. Is this their first round? They're going to get it done? Angel
Oh, that's
shuts
a
down
spike,
Dom.
though, and he's on his own. Why is the spike carrier on his own?
That's a great question. They had one more earlier on pushing in there that they obviously shut down with the operator, but the majority of the players going through long, and you risked it through mid, the wall up above after they're breaking it. I think Yuri, did Yuri still... No, wouldn't have had her knife out because obviously Yuri switched to the wall, but that was ridiculous.
Oh, dear.
Flawless round to close it out. Yes, indeed. Fatino says yes, please. Taking that frag. Looking for more. Can he get it done? No. Surely not.
There's not enough time for them to
5
win it
seconds.
anyway, so they can just chit.
Hey, bro, it's up.
Oh, no! Angel!
He's just
You naughty man!
done him. He's absolutely done it. That's ridiculous.
Right up in his grills, just teleported in front of him. Hey, I've got an ult. May as well use it, you know. Why not? I'm going to lose it anyway.
He couldn't have TP'd closer. He couldn't physically have done it. Just standing right like it's full screen. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
Hey, bud. Hey.
Yeah, he's like the
Hey.
boogeyman just sitting underneath your bed,
That's
slowly
actually
coming out.
scary as hell. You're sat there. You're already being pressured by everyone else, and an omen teleports in your face just to tell you, hi.
I'm going to kill you. just in case you didn't know, you're dead, bro.
Mate, this Sage Wall just didn't work out at all for them. They tried so hard. Look. Oh,
It's so
Angel.
hard to figure out when you shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
And also, the weapon he had an operator. If he had like a Phantom or Vandal, definitely
Yeah,
a better chance of that.
100%.
But having the
You
operator.
have one shot. You got to time that perfectly.
One
But the
shot,
time
one
from when
kill.
he becomes vulnerable to when he starts moving is so small. Like, you have to know the timing perfectly in your head.
Oh, Mitch, I feel so bad for Giants at this point.
With the
Oh, the
pistol.
door's already going down.
They've got to win the pistol. They have
Oh,
to do it.
no, don't. You don't. Oh! He tries to teleport out, but he's down on 20 health. Is the Sage even close to him to give him a heal?
Well, she is now because they're full stacking A. The full 5-man
Oh, this
rotates
is it.
through.
It's sold.
FPX, they've done it. They've made a huge play with 4 players going towards B. Angel's the only one that's trying to cut them off. He's sneaking over towards the spawn, gets one. That's all he's going to grab. But
This
at least the
is
spike
bullying.
plant goes down forward. That delays them quite a bit on the rotate.
There's no one in here. They're checking the corners and it doesn't even matter. All right, John, but get some of those magic shock darks out. You can make it work. Oh, they all moved in. They can't catch a break.
Well, the time's just going to tick away, and eventually a play comes through. It has to be huge for Vodafone Giants. The time is against them. The manpower is against them. Because they get to hold on. They're the defenders now on the FPX side. And Meadow, he caught them, but not able to deliver the kill.
Ooh.
Yuri on a double, eventually shut down. Zippin's trying to save the day, but it's Shadow in a 1v1. Classic out, right-clicking away on range. He's just trying to run the clock down. Ringer, Rosie, and eventually the headshot to leave Jonba without any pockets. 13-0, nothing in them. Vodafone Giants leave this game empty-handed.
That was FPX making one hell of a statement, Mitch. Oh my, it even came down to the 1v1 at the end. And by the way, this was not FPX just having one player style on them. Look how close together all of their